Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and that's, I guess, Amabel's ghost. And welcome back to Thief, the Black Parade, the spooky episode. This is going to be the only one. We're down here in a crypt, just crouched in the corner of a crypt. God, I'm looking at the video, I'm looking at the preview monitor, and it is so fucking, like, washed out and garbage looking. And I know it'll be darker in the actual upload, but I sure do not love the way it looks on the preview monitor. Alright, we're going to try to just go around this particular zombie.
Good job.
Because it seems like she does not pursue us into the Spooky Nights crypt area. Okay, well. So, we have this confusing...
Extremely normal move.
This confusing setup with these spotlights, I guess. They're not really mirrors, because they're not reflecting light. They're producing light.
Yeah.
And they shoot arrows at you if you step into the spotlight.
So don't do that.
That said, there's a free arrow here.
Yeah.
And I guess we could maybe lure that zombie over here. Theoretically, somewhere there's a ruby, but we have no idea where. It was stolen from its intended hiding spot.
I think you'll be
to somewhere.
I think you'll be an expert at navigating that spotlight room because you generally avoid light when you can.
I'm pretty good at it, yeah. So here we have bloodstains. Here we do have
right.
some kind of trail. Right, more blood going down the slope here. Maybe we don't need to go into that area at all, although I will note we are not close to our loot threshold. Wow, that's is that just one of those little light mushrooms but like horribly stretched?
Yeah, I think so. I don't care for that.
I haven't seen any bloodstains in a minute here, so we might be going the wrong way. That said, I didn't see any in the other direction either, so who knows? Nope. Hume, get up on the thing. This is not a standable surface, really.
I have a question for you about the ImSim genre / tradition / whatever you'd want to call it.
Uh-huh.
Are most of them kind of horror games?
I think that the mechanics lend themselves very naturally to that sort of thing.
Because there's certainly horror elements here, and my understanding of the System Shock games that there are some spooky, creepy stuff mixed in with the science fiction.
I can't tell if this is like this is definitely a dead explorer or a dead grave robber.
Yeah.
But they don't have the ruby, and I can't tell if this is like the same. Well, part of the problem here is that like the trail is not sufficient for you to follow it and be able to like reconstruct a narrative of what happened.
I would feel a lot more confident if there had been like a couple obvious blood stains leading off from where we thought the ruby was going to be, from the place where we found the other dead guy.
Wait, Belor? Sir Thomas Belor, Count of Roadmill. Ow. That was a trap. Some kind of trap happened. Okay, I was hoping that we might find, perhaps, some manner of magical sword in this room. That is not what has occurred, I don't think. We found a spirit potion. That's pretty rad.
I think the magical sword they were talking about is the one from the first game that Constantine had.
You think so? I mean, it could be.
Yeah. Like, it seemed to be setting up for... Because that was a zombie killing sword. Or a ghost killing sword or something.
Okay, that's
And
a way in deeper.
we've got a number of references to stuff from the first game.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, we are at almost 1100 loot.
All right.
Getting pretty close. Yeah, like I'm not the trail of the grave robbers is too sparse and too spread out, and it doesn't really let you construct a narrative of like, okay, this is what happened in this place, and then they split up, and one of them went that way and died that, like.
And it's hard to...
And the sort of like the labyrinthine looping in on itself nature of every level so far really, really doesn't help with that, because there's no way to feel any kind of confidence that you're even encountering the bodies in the right order.
Yeah, and I feel like... especially with... Because maybe there isn't a right order, but then once we find the body in Altruis's tomb or whatnot, and we're like, well, there must be another one somewhere. Like, then there should be a more direct link, and it's hard to tell if it is a case where it's just not implemented as well because, these are not necessarily professional designers where we could anticipate that they would do that. Or if it's a case where it's like there's something else in that room that we missed. Like, we don't really have a way to confidently suss out which it is. Whereas I think if we were playing a game that was, a mainline game in the series, I think would have a bit more confidence as to, like, okay, if we're not seeing a trail, then a trail must not exist. And to be clear, I'm not saying it to be critical. I'm just saying it's a present thing when dealing with community-made works.
Well, this is definitely something. There's a ghost nearby. I recognize the ghost jabber.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, this looks...
Yeah. This is a place that we were for sure. All right, let's see about the first of all, this stuff. Is there anything else going on down here? Some kind of chimney, I guess. And that there is a corpse that there is no particular reason to interact with. But, like, yes, like, one of the grave robbers made it to here. But this is a dead end, right? It doesn't lead necessarily to any of the other bodies or anything. Is that panel interactable? No, it's just... It's weird looking because it's probably not actually congruous with the other artifacts in the area. Okay. So we haven't been in here.
What's that lever do?
It's a great question. Huh. These are burning books. Alright, this is the ghost area. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of great tools for dealing with a ghost right now. We have a very limited supply of holy water arrows, and I don't remember if those even work. Okay. That window, the bars on that window, I think are... Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so that's access to a room. I guess let's check that out before we go looking at the ghost library.
Oh.
Wait, this is the same... These bars don't do anything. This room is already accessible. They don't do anything except apparently wake up the zombie that was down here. What a bizarre thing. Okay.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's about the same level of curiousness. In the sense that, like, it's completely, you know... There is nothing really to take from it.
That was the loot threshold there.
Yeah, that was the loot threshold. Ah! The climb up on something button and the jump button probably ought to be different.
Yeah.
Because what happened there was
Whose fault is that?
I moved forward and I tried to climb up on that thing, but I wasn't quite close enough to latch, and so he just hurled himself over it instead. Oh, we're doing this already? Okay. Are these guys sortable? Probably not, right? No, they totally are. Do you already have Constantine's anti-undead sword by the time in the first game that you encounter the first ghost? It might be the case that the ghosts are programmed to be vulnerable to melee attacks just because you are not supposed to encounter them without a magic sword.
Oh, that would make sense.
Okay, so we know where that goes. We were just down there. Ah, and this is that chimney.
Okay.
So this, it turns out, is nothing.
So once again, looping in on itself. Which is a neat trick, but, you know, we have seen it at this point.
Okay, so the only place we haven't actually gone that I can think of
is Indiana Jones' room?
The Indiana Jones room, yeah.
Okay. Killing it, baby.
And this does seem like the kind of place a grave robber could die, right? It's loaded with traps. So I could believe something horrible happened to them out here. Just kind of looking around. It's easy to fall off of stuff. That corpse could be anywhere.
Oh no, there's gonna be a boulder rolling down.
Right? That's what I thought at first too. I was like, did I trigger a destructive trap? But no, it doesn't seem like it. Well, that looks like something over there. Okay, I'm definitely going to trigger this trap. I just need to
Okay, make sure you walk on the stones in the right order.
Well, it turns out you cannot just get through the spotlight quickly enough. That
Do you have
That
water
arrow-
arrows still?
arrow transmits itself instantly without traversing space and also kills you.
So hit scan.
Okay, well, now it would be easy to get back over here, I guess. I don't know that I need that kind of, like, World of Warcraft circa the Burning Crusade.
Do you think there's a way to disarm this at all? What if you hit it with moss arrow?
I'm not confident that was high enough. Okay, that was definitely high enough. Okay, if I run off the ledge and then start holding jump in the air, when I hit that edge there, I'll just cling on and climb up, and that might be... Nope. Interesting to note that the arrow didn't kill me in one hit that time.
Yeah. Well, some arrow is going to do between 1 and 6 points of damage.
I am on a very narrow piece of terrain right now. I mean, that looks cool and important, but it certainly isn't our ruby. Suppose we got to find our way down there. Okay, it seems like if I'm going for the jump, they really don't. They don't want me to do that. If you're not going to make the jump, the arrow's not lethal. Okay, this time it just loaded me in total pitch blackness. That's fun. There we go. All right, let's not do that then. Renote Sacrain Albrecht, Chamberlain to the King. Here lieth graven under this cold stone, Lord Renote Albrecht, both flesh and bone. Merchant prince and alderman, years 50, Lord Mayor, and twice Chamberlain truly. A good example by him may ye see, that life is truly naught but vanity, for whether he be unknown or great, all shall eventually turn to worm's mate. That's... okay, those two words... Obviously, I'm being difficult with some of the rhymes, but those two words legitimately do not rhyme.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like something horrible is going to happen when I touch this. And to be clear, we do not need it. Wait. Oh, we were already over the loot threshold, though.
But then we died.
Yeah, but
You didn't grab the piece of loot again.
I'm not sure I agree, but...
No, I was there.
Which piece of loot was the thing that...
It was some little thing in some room. You didn't go back in the room because you were looking at ghosts instead.
Didn't go back in the room. Ridiculous. Ridiculous notions. All right. Excuse me, sir. Just climb up on your sword here. Lift myself off of the sword onto this platform. What is the safe way? I mean, this is the only way out of the room. I mean, okay, I guess that'll have to do. Navigating stuff in this engine, not always the cleanest.
Yeah.
All right, well, that seems to have turned off the majority of the spotlights. Perhaps all of them. Which is certainly going to make this part a lot easier. Ah, that's not actually an openable door. It's just an old door laying against stone wall.
That's
Why would there be a guard, like a light guarding it, if it's just a...
That feels cruel. That
That's,
feels like a trap for my sweetie. I don't care for that. Listen, if you made this level and you are watching, that was mean. Don't be mean.
Alright, so
This
turns
isn't
out...
Mario Maker.
This turns out to have been a big waste of everybody's time. Fun. Okay, so...
Okay, what haven't we looked at yet?
Back we then to the other thing, trying to figure out where this blood trail goes. So we didn't really go like up and to the right here. But that just leads to this room. Right, which is... We'd already gotten all the stuff from there. See, there is a marking that indicates that the trail we're supposed to follow comes through this hallway and up these stairs. Because we're supposed to see the markings. But, like, there's nowhere to go over here. We've definitely already made the jump over there and through. Yep, this leads to here. Have we been this far down? This actually looks like it might be new. Although it's hard to imagine... Well, there's a water crystal down here. Where'd it go? It's harder to see actually in the water than it is out of the water. Okay, maybe the problem was that I thought it was on the... I assumed it was on the bottom, but in fact, it was merely floating on the surface. Let's see here. There is a path underwater here. Anything? No, not really. No loot underneath that. No way to interact with it. This seems like a bit of a dead end.
Yeah, I guess so. Nah.
I'm good. No worries. If I thought I was in danger, we still have that breath potion, remember?
Yeah.
He's got to make that noise every time we ascend even a single block worth of height.
He's very old.
So it would
I get
seem.
it.
Sick crown, buddy. Okay, I mean, we're still finding new areas.
Yeah.
Definitely hadn't seen that crown before. Okay, we're back to Baylor.
Hmm.
Ah, shit. Yeah, we're, So, this was the last body that we found.
Yeah.
But with that arrow down there implying that you're supposed to have come at this room from that side, this arrow is not at the end, it's not at the end of the trail anymore.
Yeah.
That would have had you find that arrow before. So yeah, we're supposed to climb those stairs, I guess. If we're just using the side
Yeah.
of the stones that the arrows are on as an indicator of intended direction. You find this room, which is rad. You come in here, find some spooky statues and stuff. None of the rooms around here are marked in any way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it feels like it would be unlikely. I'm sorry, that would come across the ruby room, the room with the ruby actually in it, before we find the ruby room to let us know it's not there.
Yeah. And obviously we found all of this stuff a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
But none of this stuff is on the blood trail path. I'm just like trying to work out what they think the intended route is.
Yeah.
Because you come up here, you find this stuff, and then if you go this way, there's blood.
Yeah.
More evidence of people habitation, although it's super weird how often they make campfires.
Yeah.
Here we have a mark. But this room's a dead end, isn't it? Yeah. It's a dead end with some spooky noises in it. So I'm a little turned around, I think, a little lost.
Yeah.
This is also a marked area, obviously. An area marked safe that has a killer trap in it because they were trying to get their comrades killed. Free arrow. So this would be the way that you would go if you were just following the blood trail. But you don't see any more... You don't see any more blood anytime soon, I don't think. So you would encounter him. And that's the note where it's like, they were faking the signals. They were trying to get us killed.
Mm-hmm.
You find your way out to here, and like I think we're like at risk of looping back on where we thought the trail was coming from, right?
Yeah.
Our map is absolutely not reflective of these areas at all, as far as I can tell. I'm wondering if the problem is just that there is some hallway I missed, because it's incredibly easy for that to be the case, right?
Yeah.
Because it's... Okay, so we definitely saw that. But I feel like when we came in here the first time, we came in through this hallway, didn't we? Yeah, because we were tracking the bloodstains down. Yeah. So that trail is circular. As we are interpreting it here, the trail leads in a circle. All of the evidence just leads to another piece of evidence. I almost want to just try to look this up because
I've been trying to, and I can't
okay.
find anything. Can we go back to the room that the ruby was supposed to be in and just poke around a bit?
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't remember how to get there.
Yeah, the answer is not trivially. I will try to make that happen.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, with the newness of this, I do not see any walkthroughs.
I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get up there from here. So the ruby room would be... Oh, hey, those are stealable. Can't believe I didn't take those before. Alright, I finally walked past that dude. I was tired of going around him. Okay, I'm all turned about in here. So, okay, cool. Great. Yeah, just don't jump when I tell you to jump. That's fine. So the room the ruby was supposed to be in... Gosh, I wish that we had a map that was worth any amount of dams. Okay, hold on. There's like 6 pages to this map. So that goes to the Belor Vault. But none of this stuff is going to help because none of this stuff can mark where the people took the thing. Might be able to at least find myself on it if we can find North Tower Tomb or North Lower Tombs upper floors, North Lower Tombs lower floors. Hey guys, your level design might be overly intricate. Alright, the Bellar Vault, the Bizarre extension. Hold on. I can try to put myself... Trying to remember how to get to the Belor Vault from here, because we can at least put ourselves in a position where we can know where we are on the map. I don't see how that's going to help us with the problem of tracking down the ruby, though.
Well.
It seems like it isn't.
Hmm.
He was just like, I guess they did kill each other for it, and there's dead people in that room, but nobody has the ruby.
Yeah, I just want to look at the room a little more.
Yeah.
I mean, with the absence of another obvious lead.
Okay, so we have another campsite. Ruby room, where are you?
This looks familiar.
Well, yeah.
No, but I mean, I remember there being a floating pillar thing somewhere near the ruby room, I think.
That like wooden drawbridge there is one of the only things I've seen that we could actually sink a rope arrow into. And I don't know that we've been up on top of it. Yeah, this is the ruby
Okay,
room.
okay. So it might be...
Can we... Alright, the Aldrius extension. So this is the room we just came out of here. And this is the floating pillar room.
Okay.
We at least have ourselves positioned on the map now.
Alright, so there's that guy.
There's another dead guy over here. So they stacked up some furniture
Yeah.
so that they could climb up to the ruby, which is presumably what was on that sort of stand.
Yeah.
They got it, then they started squabbling, and one of them
But they might have
killed...
gotten up. Is there a way to get up to the next level, I'm wondering?
It's hard to even reconstruct the, like, was it like they found the Aldrius thing and then immediately somebody stabbed another guy in the doorway?
I think so.
Because that makes a lot less sense than them getting to the ruby and then starting to kill each other.
Yeah.
Like, you would want to keep your extra help alive until they're done helping you, right?
Yeah, unless you think, oh, I'm there, I've gotten it now. Yeah.
Okay, we know we can make this jump. And then the question is, can we get any higher from here? And I think the answer is actually maybe. Okay, that serving dish part was
little goofy.
oh, more critically, it was a thing I missed last time. I didn't see that was possible last
Okay.
time. So this is legitimately a space we've not been in. I did try to climb up. I thought we had gotten as up as we could get.
Yeah, I wasn't so confident about that, but I didn't. I don't want to drive.
Oh. Yeah. I know these.
Are those barracks?
Hi there. Little
Oh, it's a
snakey.
snake.
What kind of a snake?
What? Why does it have to be snakes?
I can't.
I did it. I made the reference.
Oh, right, he can't stay crouched while striking. I hate combat in this game. Fucking...
It definitely feels like these missions are designed without your stair tech in mind. And I feel that that's a crime against you, personally.
My stair tech?
Yeah, do you not remember in the first game you had this great tech of like if you are lower on a staircase, you can run up and hit them and run back and they can't hit you? You took care of so many guards just hanging out on a staircase in the first game.
I don't think this strategy of kill it with a rock is actually working.
I think you're just making it mad.
I think it was already mad.
Do you like snakes?
Where the hell are we now? We found our way into, like, a sewage system. I'm concerned that this is going to take us out of the tombs without the ruby.
Well, they won't let you leave without the ruby, so...
I mean, they absolutely will let me go all the way to the edge of the level without the ruby and then have to come back.
Well, that's what a safe state is for.
They won't let you leave without the ruby is the problem, not a mollifying factor.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's possible that it could be up here, because it's possible that, like, you know, wounded conspirator makes it out and you know, bleeds to death while trying to get away in the sewers or something.
This would be a case where a blood trail would be helpful.
And the fact that there isn't anything like that makes me think that that's not what's happening. But also, the sparseness of the original blood trail makes me not very confident in that.
Of course, there were other wings off of that when we read
sure
that new
were.
area.
The fuck? Shit, I was trying to blow out the candle. I picked up a cup near the candle and then threw the cup at the candle.
Help! Save me! There's someone here!
Who are these people? Something hit me from behind so hard it skipped the death screen.
All right. Well,
You know what's good is video games.
yeah.
Okay, so we're like... We're out, right? Like, I should go back.
Yeah.
And this is the only place that this goes. See, this is an escape. This is... All right, let's go back to the upper level. Take one of the other branches. Can I just drop down into the water? That certainly helps.
Yeah.
Oh, except that perhaps I was overconfident in how easy it would be to get back to the... There we go. Okay. That snake is still alive, but I trapped it. It cannot get free of the rock now.
That reminds me. I asked you a question and you did not hear it or something or answer it. Do you like snakes?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Like, if there was a snake, would you be like, that's a friend?
A snake is a wild animal, Amabel. I think.
Okay, what if it was someone's pet? Would you be like, yeah, I want to hang out with that snake? Or would you be like, no, I don't like snakes?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have any feelings about snakes.
Okay.
Oh my god. Except in this game where they're the worst thing in the universe.
That snake had great comic timing.
They can fucking leap at you and they're invincible because they're small. I cannot for a moment understand what would cause somebody who has played this video game before, who is familiar with Thief 1 at all, to want to put more small enemies into the game. Like if you've dealt with the spiders once, you know that the engine is simply not built for fighting enemies of that size.
Yeah, generally, I don't play a lot of these newfangled three-dimensional games that you play.
Yeah.
But I feel like in three-dimensional games, the enemies that are like knee-high and below, they universally suck ass.
Yeah, you're just being an asshole when you put them in.
Because you're going to have to just point the camera to the ground the whole time. That's no good. That's no fair.
Provided that it even works, which it doesn't in Thief. Okay. So
Okay, we got like
here.
2 other wings to... Well, this one's pretty easy to...
I guess they never did get to the ruby. What did they start killing each other on the fucking doorstep for? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. If they never got to the ruby, then they didn't start turning on each other. Because why would you do it prior to... Because you don't know how much more difficulty there is between you and the ruby until you are at the ruby.
What if they kill each other simultaneously? It's like a Mexican standoff kind of thing, but with swords?
Here you are.
But without having gotten to the thing. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Amabel, that's not the problem. You're not listening to me.
No, I am listening to you, but like...
The issue here is that there's no reason for them to have started their standoff.
Okay, but look at like, I think, if I remember correctly, I could be talking out of my ass here. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Did the Reservoir Dogs dudes turn on each other at the fucking airport? No, because it's not time yet.
Okay, but like, if you look at like the good, the bad, the ugly, if I remember correctly, the big 3-way duel happens before they get the treasure?
Amabel,
Before they find it? So like that's a...
I have
criminals...
I have not seen that movie on account of I was born in, a year that starts with a 1 and 9. Oh shit! Fuck my legs. Great.
That was pretty funny, sweetheart.
So I can't verify whether or not that's an analogous situation. What I'm saying is that's a touchstone with which I am unfamiliar.
What's the oldest movie you've ever seen?
I mean, I've seen some Buster Keaton stuff.
Okay.
Like Serious Answer, like pretty old. But
I mean, that's... Yeah, so that's like 19-teens, 1920s. That's respectable.
is that how is that respectable? What is respectable?
I mean, that's a... You have seen old movies. I feel like most people our age or slightly younger have not seen movies that old. I remember
All right, this gets me safe from the fucking snakes while I figure out my next
right.
approach.
I'm gonna tell a story that's of appropriate length.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I remember
How did we get
when
up before? Was it in here?
I don't know.
What
Well,
on earth, Hume? What are you? Why can't he just grab a railing? Why can't he just grab a railing?
I remember someone coming in. When I used to work at a library, someone coming in looking for a movie.
This was how he did it.
Based on a book that they were supposed to have read and done a report on. So they wanted to just get the movie in order to do it. It's an old book. And the only movie version we have, a silent adaptation. I was like, first of all, this probably isn't going to give you what you want. It's a silent version. And she was like, what do you mean a silent version? This is like a college student. What do you mean a silent version? I said, well, there's no like spoken dialogue. And she was like, is something wrong with the VHS tape? And I had to explain to her what a silent film was. That's that story. So you've seen a silent film. I feel like you've seen some old stuff. Despite being born in a year, it begins with a 1 and a 9. Unlike me, who is ancient and and I'm so old.
Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. Well,
I'm so old.
no, I know. I was engaging in hyperbole for jesting purposes.
I was playing in the space.
Come on, get up on the thing. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Again, the climb up on stuff button and the jump button being the same is pretty rough because you almost never want to get those things confused.
And that's not a thing you can rebind like the sword and the
No, that's all. It's all one.
that's coded into the game.
Whatever. Count it. We're going. Hi, how you doing?
Nope.
There's got to be a door to the outside somewhere. I don't know where we are. I just don't want to be there anymore.
All right.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Just get me to the streets. We can get out of here. We can.
What? Oh, that's neat.
Hey, a letter from Lord Bafford. We know him. Jenny, what the hell are you doing? I've been expecting your report by the end of the month, and we're already the 6th of Vendemia. Ramirez is breathing down my neck, and he was pretty furious when he learned Dreckbaum didn't fare as well as Fendon and Sunnyfair last month. I hope for your sake everything is fine down there, otherwise I fear for your safety. I give you 2 days to send me your report, and not a day more. Okay, that probably connects to something in some kind of way. I just want to go outside. That's all I want, is to get outside. This is the fake door.
That's really unusual for you.
Yeah, this almost never happens. This is how you know that I'm desperate. Can't squeeze myself through the little window. Alright, well, fucking, okay. Why is the door that goes outside fake? If we can just get out to the streets, we can finish this. We can finish this level by returning to where we started. But we have to be able to reach the street. So, in the basement of a room that cannot be entered externally, there is a stairwell to a sub-basement that has some kind of gambling establishment in it. But it's like 15 floors below the surface. It's crazy how deep this is.
Yeah.
That door apparently cannot be opened. Well, hold on. I have a key. I should probably try Ginny's key, shouldn't I? Yeah, there we go. Fuck is this? Who's this guy? Oh.
Yeah, you've been here.
Yep. Found it. Figured it out. We're good. Took me a second to twig there. But we did it. Hooray! And so where we started was... This is a passed out guy. Was it over here? It was right here. Criminy.
We did it.
I am very annoyed by the way they try to lead you with the bodies and the bloodstains and stuff, and none of it means anything. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't explicitly say that one of them got away with the ruby, just that they killed each other over it. But if you create a trail of destruction for the player to I don't know. Am I off base here? Am I jumping to weird conclusions?
I think what would have helped tremendously is if they had two corpses right next to each other. And then, Hume says they killed each other. That at least gives more the feeling of like, that someone hadn't gotten away. Leaving just one body there in the doorway doesn't.
Yeah, and like there's another body inside, but yeah, with there being like bodies spaced out in that way and a trail of blood, but the trail of blood doesn't lead conclusively to a particular corpse, in part because it's so the blood droplets are so sparse, they're so far away from each other. Like you can't put together, like I said, because it's sort of a circular path of destruction, and because of the way all the level areas all loop in on each other, you can't construct a narrative of what it is happened. And so there's no reason to know that somebody grabbed the ruby, killed the others, and got away isn't what happened.
Yeah. Now, I'll say the space in that room is designed in such a way as it feels like a platforming room.
Yeah, I guess, but if you don't see the fucking serving dish being held up in that dark corner.
Yeah, it doesn't
it doesn't look like it should hold a human being's weight, an adult human's weight.
I mean, it doesn't feel like it feels more like a ludic construct than a narrative construct, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
and throughout the space, they're giving us more narrative clues. So, it is absolutely like a space. It feels like a space assembled for jumping. I'm glad that I had to go back to that place, though.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We got less than half of the loot. We took so much damage. So much damage.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a good job this time. The Builder is thy most faithful ally in these times of peril and blasphemy. When the dead grows restless, and thy mind becomes clouded with doubts. When thy hand loses its iron grip, and thy body quakes with fear, never forget that the Builder harshly punishes those who turn away from him and his will.
Things could be worse. Getting Aldrias' demise was a challenge in itself. But it paid off, as DeWall seemed to be extremely satisfied. No rest for thievery, though, as he soon gave me another job. One of DeWall's musings is a harp inlaid with priceless amethysts, which belong to the Howe trees, one of the oldest families in the city. He's been trying to get it for years, but none of the sneaks he hired to do the job came back, and some flat out refused to do it. And, well, I can't blame them. The Howtree family used to own a vast manor in the Old Quarter, but it was promptly abandoned during the incident, and now lies beyond the barricades, those huge ramparts the authorities at that time built to contain the dead. The old quarter is a lively place, but few dare go near the barricades, and the immediate area beyond is almost completely abandoned, save for the odd rogue in hiding or a walking corpse or two. Finding a way past the ramparts is my first task, and once inside the sealed section, I'll have to make my way to the Howtree Manor. I have a map of the ward, but it's old and the barricades weren't built back then. I also have a map of the manor, but like the map of the ward, it may not accurately represent how the place looks like today. Let's hope I can find my way around, and as usual, come as prepared as I can.
So I am used to pretty much disregarding the maps from playing the actual Thief games where the maps are not worth a good goddamn ever.
I feel like in the second game, some of the maps were okay.
And so it is probably the case. That's true. It's probably the case that I could be relying on our maps a little bit more here. And particularly, trying to make sure that, we're looking at the right page and everything. That's definitely a place where I am maybe not fulfilling my my responsibilities. All right, so we got to find a way past the barricades, steal 1,000 worth of baubles, a harp inlaid with amethysts in the Howtree Manor, and that's it. Just a harp.
Now, I feel like the fact that every mission they tell us the map probably isn't accurate doesn't help.
Yeah. Coming from a game where the maps are useless, having the narrator constantly go, by the way, maps, useless. I wouldn't even bother.
Do you think Hume just can't read maps?
Yeah, this is how he just excuses that. This is how he brushes that off. People are like, hey, Hume, you're not looking at your map. And he's like, oh, maps, you can't trust a map. So it's going to be fucking Undead Town again.
Yeah. One of the things I dislike about Hume is that he's so very much like we have Garrett at home.
Yeah.
I really wish it was a more expressive character, like a very different character.
Yeah.
As we were talking about him not being able to read a map, which I think is now canon, I was reminded because we've been watching a lot of the TV show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where one of the characters is not the most literate.
Yes.
And I would enjoy this so much more if Charlie was the thief we were controlling.
Yeah.
He'd say some wild shit. It'd be tripping balls. It'd be great.
Yeah, I will say that I do think it is strange for them to have the character not be Garrett, but be a guy who's clearly doing an impression of Garrett, and why not have your character be different? I wonder if through a lot of the project it was just Garrett, and then late in the thing they were like, well, if we're going to release this and have it be a big deal, it shouldn't be necessarily interruptive of the canon. It should be off to the side. But why just put yourself in the shadow of the existing character? Either use that character or do something that's actually different. Yeah, it's strange. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We did it. We got through a map, and it was only 2 episodes, I think. Hopefully this bodes well for our pacing in the future. When you come back next time, it turns out still more walking corpses. It's fine. We dealt with them. We blew up several. We're going to figure it. It's going to be fine. Come back next time when it's fine. It's all fine. And we'll see you then.